show. We're on air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls about the Jazz.
Hi, gang. And now if you'll all be quiet, we'll start the show. I drew this cartoon all by myself, but shucks, it wasn't hard because I'm an artist. I hope you like it. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. Oh, if you feel so blue, it'll just thinking about you. It'll be decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. It won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas up with white, but I'll have a blue Christmas. Oh, baby, I'll miss you. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas up with white, but I'll have a blue Christmas. Yeah, thank you.
Well, good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself on the panel as a Fox and my mate Bridgman. Evening, gents.
Can I say a huge good evening to you guys in the panel? Massive good evening to you guys in the lobby, to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio, and well done, Fox. What a song.
Fox live at Carnegie Hall there. How you doing, Foxy boy?
Good evening, people.
Oh, right. I've got a couple of things here. A couple of gifts for you, Fox. There you go.
Oh, good. I like gifts.
There you go. It's I'll open it up for you, so that's all right.
That's okay.
Right, it's a compass, mate.
Is that to find my way to the pub?
Find your way home.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem, you're welcome. And you've got a computer manual, Bridge.
A computer manual? Oh dear.
You open up, it shows you, it's highlighted how to go on mute.
How to go on mute. The mute button for dummies. The mute button for dummies.
Yes.
I love it. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
There's quite a few other gifts here for certain people, but I'm sure as they come in, they can get them, yeah?
Aye, go for it. Aye, absolutely.
We had a draw, Fox. I think we had a winner.
We did indeed. We had to draw the bonus ball on Saturday night, and it was won by JWR.
JWR. So if JWR gets in contact with Fox, we'll then sort that out and get it to you ASAP. Is that fair, Fox?
Aye, you can get in touch with me, yes.
Or you can pass them on directly to the very kind man.
Aye, the very kind man will be about tonight, I think, at some point.
I'm sure he will be. I'm sure he'll appear at some point. Bridgeman, now that you've had the weekend to reflect, Friday night football, obviously the main talking point was the stuff that happened maybe off the park and maybe the sending off, the thuggery that happened on and off the park. But our football, we want to talk and compliment our football team and the way they played it.
Yeah, I think that the way our team played has driven everybody absolutely mental in this country. in their football. They don't know what to do with us. They can't put their finger on it. Their hatred is just so much. It's not real. They're going to kill themselves for sure because we're playing brilliant, absolutely brilliant. What a wonderful, wonderful game that was for us, for Rangers. Could have been 5-6 easily. But I take my hat off to our midfield. Were excellent. Our defence outstanding, as you say. And the guys up the front, well, what can you say? 3 goals. Wow. Young Aribo, young Kent, and Jermaine Defoe. The 3 front men scored 3 goals. Fantastic. Just brilliant. Well done, Rangers. Sorry,
Alfredo who, Fox, yeah?
Don't you worry about Alfredo, he'll be back. But as for the game, some sparkling performances scattered about the park, but on the whole, it was a terrific team performance and thoroughly enjoyed by me and everybody else that watched it.
I actually think 3-0 flattered Hibs, Fox, if I've been really honest. A true reflection of that game would have been maybe even double that.
Aye, we're making tremendous amount of chances at the moment, but only taking a percentage of them. Let's hope we're storing them up for the coming games within the next week.
Here. See, if you look at that compass, Fox, it's a hip flask as well, mate.
Oh, no, not hip flask. He'll not use it.
So it's in case of emergencies as well, yeah?
Thank you very much. Much appreciated. It'll go in the cupboard with the rest of my gifts.
In the cupboard?
Aye.
You don't use it. Don't you use a hip flask then, no?
No time for hip flasks. It's straight out the bottle for me.
Straight out the bottle?
half bottles of Smirnoff he uses.
No, full bottles, please.
Right, we've got an interview for the manager and Ryan Jack, I believe, Fox, yeah?
Have indeed.
Yep. I think we'll hear that and then we'll take callers. And remember, it's a Christmas show, innit?
Aye.
Well, can you cheer up?
No, I hate this time of year.
Bit of humbug, Bridge, man, eh?
Bit humbug, right enough.
Oh, mate. No,
anyway.
The brushes and the Scalextric's no working right and he's no happy.
Scalextric.
Right, get yourself a mute. We'll hear from a manager, then we'll open up the call for shows, the show for calls.
Fantastic result. Hibs away on a Friday night, so we're in a good place. Players are performing really well. So the 2 games that we're really looking forward to, but all our attention's on Kilmarnock for now.
What do you expect from them, given that they've had the change with the departure of Angelo Alexio?
Well, I think you try and put yourself in the Kilmarnock camp, if you like, and wonder what type of reaction or what they might change or alter. And I predict that they might go back to the style that got them a lot of success under Steve Clarke. Obviously, the caretaker manager knows him very well, works with him at Scotland, so you'd assume they might go back to that style. And for us, that style deserves respect because it's a very organised shape, difficult to play against, and they've got some good players on the counter-attack. So, but who knows? We might be surprised.
You're talking about making sure we focus on this game. How key is that? There's a lot of people talking about the Celtic game, but is it easy just to keep focused on this next game?
It is for me, and it should be for the players because Kilmarnock's a very important game. I think it's only normal when you've got an Old Firm on the horizon that other people want to try and make headlines and mischief for both sides. That's pretty normal, but I don't think you'll see any of the players or myself or my staff wondering anyway about Kilmarnock.
Have you got a good choice to make between whether Jermaine keeps his place or whether Alfredo Morelos comes back in?
Yeah, fantastic choice, yeah.
How difficult will it be, do you think?
Be easy.
Do you want to tell us who it's going to be?
No, not yet. I'll tell you just before kick-off.
You look at the start 11 in the last few weeks, there's also been a real consistency. Most of the changes have only really been because of injury. It's been a bit of a change from last season where there was a lot more tinkering. Is that something that you've maybe learned as you become more experienced as a coach?
No, I think players are getting rewarded at the moment for the performances, and the players this season have been more robust. Touch wood. We haven't had as many niggles or injuries or suspensions like last year, so I think behaving better on the pitch and recovering better from games, and maybe a little bit more professionalism around the place, is the players are recovering really well. And if they perform well and they recover well, there's no reason to make any changes.
In terms of team selection, has that made your job a bit easier this season?
I think in terms of team selection, maybe yes, but not in terms of maybe keeping people happy who are around that or struggling to get into the squad. That's been a bit of a challenge. As I've said, the squad's a bit big at the moment, and the idea through January will be to trim the squad so it's the numbers are a little bit lower.
Stephen, there's been a lot of talk over the weekend about the fan behaviour from the Hibs match in the main. We've seen at Hearts they've closed parts of their stadium at times to deter this sort of fan behaviour. Where do you sit on that sort of debate?
Well, I think only actions from the clubs will help or stop it in the long run. We can't just all talk about it in the media. There's got to be serious actions taken. They need to be identified, the individuals, because I do believe it's a minority, and they need to be identified and punished, but punished heavily, so it stops other people trying to do it in the future.
You say because it is that minority, but it just takes that one thing. You look at the Bonaventure thing, that could have been serious consequences for following stupid mistake.
Yeah, I mean it's a crazy decision. To throw a glass bottle onto a football pitch is a crazy. The damage you could do with that is unthinkable, if you like. So it's very disappointing to see that. But I'm sure Hibs will deal with it. As I said after the game, it's something for Jack Ross and Hibs as a club to deal with rather than us. And we again will just send a message to our own supporters to make sure that they continue to behave in the right way.
It's like something to the dark ages and stuff. It's like something that we thought we'd eradicated from the game, but has been hard to keep back in. Do you think like that since last season because they perhaps haven't been dealt with effectively enough? As sort of sending that message that it's okay to do that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think if the punishment's not severe enough, people will continue to make bad decisions from the terraces. So there needs to be an example set, a severe one, and then it'll make people think, I believe, and things will improve. But it does seem as if we're going backwards rather than forwards. It goes quiet for a little while and you think, people are listening, and us as managers and players will continue to say the right things and the right messages, but fans need to take responsibility for their own actions when they go to the game. They need to go and watch the football rather than misbehave.
Steve, just reflecting on Friday night's one, I mean, this was just, people talk about the sort of fixtures through December was a big challenge for you guys, but in terms of your away performances, 45 minutes against Aberdeen, the winner from Hardware on Friday night, you must be really happy with the way that the boys in large parts sort of cope with the pressure of going to these sort of tough away venues.
Well, our away form's fantastic at the moment. It's really strong. Been really pleased with the getting back to getting clean sheets. I think that's the key. Being really strong and organised defensively, because I always believe we've got players within our squad that are very dangerous, that can create and score, as you've seen on Friday night. So we're in a good place. We haven't played at home that much over the block, so really looking forward to getting back at home in front of the Ibrox fans, and hopefully they can create some noise for us and we can come out the blocks just like we did on Friday night. But it was that intensity and the tempo we played at. Very difficult team to play against when we hit them standards.
How's the squad looking?
Really good. No problems from Friday. Stephen Davis is back in full training today. Alfredo's available, and Jordan Jones has got some more sessions under his belt as well. So if Jordan trains well this week, he could be knocking on the door as well.
Stephen, is he available there for the weekend?
If this is his first session back with the team, but if he comes through the next few days, he'll be available, yeah.
Stephen, do you start looking at what happened last season and maybe learning to do stuff differently going into the winter break and what you want to achieve, and how you bring in the new players and the all?
I think I'm always trying to learn and improve and strive to get better from a personal point of view. And of course, with experience, if you have made mistakes, you tend to learn from them as quick as you can. But we hope to deal with coming back after the winter break better. Hopefully the weather had an effect on it last year with us not having a game going into the first league game, but we've prepared for that slightly different this year. So on our warm weather break we will play a game, just in case there's any weather situations with the Stranraer game. So hopefully when we go back to league form we'll be in a better place.
Can I just ask you, Mark Peters passed away over the weekend as a former England captain yourself. Do you want to pay tribute to what he means to English football?
Yeah, I mean, he's a legend of the game. I think there'll be all kinds of accolades coming his way. I've seen, it was obviously before my time, but you see all the footage growing up as an England fan, how good he was, how steady of a player he was, the amount of caps and the success he had throughout his career. So yeah, I would like to pay my respects.
Brian, for you, how's the players' mindset going into these last two crucial games of the year?
Yeah, I think we just want to finish as strong as we can, which is obviously 2 wins. Thursday will be a tough game, but as the gaffer says, we're in good form and we go into it in a positive mind frame.
As a player, when you're putting these performances and these run of results together, you must just can't wait for the next game to come around. These sort of midweek and then weekend games, you must thrive.
Yeah, that's been a good thing this season. I think we've had so many games, so it's kind of you play, you recover. If it's a good result or a bad result, you get the chance to go again so quickly. So the boys are looking forward to it, and we hope it's a good day for us.
I think what's been encouraging for you is the fact you've had Stephen Davis, who's been such a big player for the team this season, go out his side, and then so Scott Arfield's come back in that sort of middle section, and he doesn't seem to sort of miss a beat of the team, so I feel to continue on with the same sort of momentum.
Yeah, Davo's been excellent since the start of the season. His form's been excellent. He's been playing very well. It's been great to play alongside him, and that's why the staff build the squad, because as soon as maybe we do get an injury or we do get a suspension, someone's going to need to come in and step into that role. So we've built a good squad here, and as soon as someone gets injured or misses a game, then we've got players that will come in and do equally as good a job.
I feel like Scott Arfield sort of getting back to the sort of his best levels that he showed at the time last season.
Yeah, Scotty's been excellent. He's been great about the place, and I'm sure he's just striving to get better every day and every game. And I think the last few games he's probably been our best player.
Is it that sort of competitiveness for places in the sort of middle of the park? Is that driving you to your own standards onto the field?
Yeah, I think it's not just myself. I think it's the whole squad. I think every day in training, the manager makes it competitive, and boys always want to win in training. And thankfully, we take that into games, and it's just all about mentality. And I'm sure if we keep that going, we'll do all right.
Let's go back to Friday night, and for instance, with the crowd and the objects coming on. I mean, how intimidating is that as a player? And if you know you're going to go towards touchline and there's things sort of coming, whizzing past your head.
Yeah, it's not great to see. Obviously, it's disappointing. There's no room in the game for that, and but as players, you've got the referee there, and he's obviously got to deal with it and sort of control it, if you like. So, as players, we've just got to kind of get on with the game and stay focused.
Is it easy to walk out though when you get these sort of objects like glass balls flying?
It's obviously difficult. You don't want to see it, as I said. It's you don't want to see that as a player. You don't want to be going over to take a throw in and whatever, and there's coins or lighters or whatever it may be coming towards you. But as I say, there's no room in the game for it, and hopefully we cut it out.
Does it get worse, do you think?
Possibly, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I don't obviously see every game in the league, and I'm not at every game in the league, so I don't know, to be honest. But Friday night, as I said before, there's no room for that.
Brian, how do you sum up your 2019?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been exciting. Obviously, it's there's still a lot more to come, and that's what I'm hoping for.
Do you feel you've taken your game to a new level?
Yeah, I've tried to just over the close season last season, I just tried to work as hard as I could, get myself ready for pre-season, and I knew the games would be coming thick and fast. So it's, as I've said before, it's just like you get no time to really actually take it in and think about it too much, because it's just game recover. So no, I've been pleased with my form, and hopefully I can keep that going.
What do you feel you need to do then, or do you feel it's just staying consistent and continue doing what you're doing?
Yeah, it's just all about doing what you believe in every day, and I try and do my best in training every day. I try and work as hard as I can every day, and I feel if I keep that mentality, then I'll take that into every game with me.
How big a 2020 could it be, both club and country?
Yeah, it could be huge. There's a lot for us to look forward to, and there's a lot for us to hopefully go and achieve. So it could be a massive year, and that's what I'm aiming for.
All right, thanks for that, Fox. We're back, Bridge.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Very honest as usual for both Ryan Jack and for manager, Bridgeman.
Manager's different class. And Ryan Jack's raising his profile every week. He's just marvellous. That's captain material, you know.
I am.
That boy talking. Brilliant stuff.
We've got a lot of people who can conduct themselves very well.
Absolutely. And they're getting better all the time. Is
it the Steven Gerrard effect for you, Fox?
Of course it is, mate. And I wish people would stop saying captain material, mate. We've got a captain, his name's James Taverner, and I hate when people do that. Never run down my captain.
Oh, said Mr. Fox. Oh, Bridgeman, thanks for the call. We'll see you later. He doesn't take part in this Christmas spirit at all, does he?
Oh, Foxy, no.
Boo humbug.
Boo humbug, right enough.
I liked his answer about Morelos and Defoe. That was quite entertaining, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think our manager's right. He's got his finger on the pulse of our team and our squad. And they just can't cope with him. They just can't. It doesn't matter what rubbish they want to come up with. He just bats it right away. And he's got stats in his head and things in his head the way he sees his players. And anybody else that sees it differently, well, that's your opinion. So away you go. Short shift.
All right. There are a lot of people sitting listening to that, and it's time for people to join us. This is our last show before Christmas. And what's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Phone us in, hang up, and the technical team will contact you back ASAP. Where else can you join us, Fox?
You can join us at Skype at rangersradio.online, where we'll bring you straight into the call.
Yeah. We've been joined by Port Bear. Evening, Port Bear.
Evening, boys. Bridge, Fox, Ox, how we doing?
How do Port?
I've got a wee gift for you here, mate.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. It's a bottle of Advocat.
Is that a strong stuff?
Bottle of Advocat. You can have a nice wee snowball, Bridge, can't you?
Aye, you can indeed. A wee snowball.
Especially for you, Port Bear.
Yes, thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much.
It could have been worse, mate. Trust me, it could have been a lot worse.
I think I got off quite light. How was everybody anyway?
All right, mate. Did you happen to hear the manager there?
I did. I heard the gaffer. I certainly did, mate. In my opinion, since you come in, the visionary club for Dave King, Ross Wilson to manager, mate, the image, is back. The pride's back. The players are really buying into this. Gerrard, for me, he's a brand. He's the face of the club. And he's bought into being your manager and realised how big a club we are. He's took us on an amazing journey, mate. There's been slip-ups through 18 months, but he's still applying his trade, mate. So, in my opinion, we've got I keep saying it, we've got one of the finest young managers in world football right now. And, he's your manager, and we're just going to have a great 2020, mate. A great end to the year, and roll on 2020, mate.
I'm afraid Oxy's either on mute or he's collapsed there, so...
Don't say that, you.
Christmas. Good evening, Denver. How we doing, Denver?
Doing all right, boys. Yourselves?
Not bad, pal.
We're just waiting on you coming in, mate. What's on your mind? Make it brief, mate.
I am going to make it brief. I know Bridge can pay the phone bill. He's got a few bob,
Oh, he has, mate.
Yeah, shocker, you.
Oh, I know you're a shocker, Bridge, but I know you're minty. You're minty, Bridge. Anyway, just to let you know, guys, I've booked the flights. I've got the flights all set up. Managed to get it for $650 a piece.
You don't need to use the price. You don't need to use the price.
You know what? I'm looking for Bridge to maybe sub me a wee bit. A wee bomb.
Sub you?
You know?
12 man. 12 man.
So that'll be you.
We'll be there for the Livingston game and the European games.
Right, so get the details of where the bistro is, and the tickets will be there for you for the Livingston game, and for there you can make your arrangements for the Thursday night after it. Yeah.
JFK. All right, guys. I'll let you go, and thanks for paying for everything, Bridge. You're the top man.
Aye. Okay, pal.
Just put a check in with expenses or I'll sign it
I love it.
I'll do that. Okay.
All expenses go to Foxy. All the best to you, Denver Bear. Nice to hear you again.
Cheers, Denver. Have a nice Christmas, mate.
And you guys. Take care, boys. All the best.
Cheers. I had a present for him, but I think I'll keep it. He's getting enough.
Just keep it, aye.
He's getting enough. We've also been joined by JFK. Handsome JFK.
Well, if you want to call me handsome, I'll take that.
Big handsome guy.
Quite a dapper chap. I scrub up quite well, as they say. How's all doing, guys? All right?
Cool,
Jimmy, mate. Yep.
Yeah, good stuff.
I've got a wee gift here, James.
Oh, that's nice. What have you got?
It's a comb and brush set, mate.
Comb and brush set.
I still use a comb and brush.
I know you do, mate. You're getting something you wouldn't use.
No. Oh, if it was a comb you were using on the middle teeth for the missing.
No, but just 1-2 teeth either end.
Dearie.
How we doing, mate?
I'm all right.
You were actually at the game on Friday night.
Yep, mate. It's
Give your thoughts. Give your on the way, the atmosphere the team played, and
that atmosphere.
How you were treated.
I've not treated very well because like Stevie might tell you then, but going into away grounds now, especially with a Rangers fan, you think you got a better chance of getting into Beirut, searching you, and the way you're treated is very, very poor. But you get in and just do your stuff and get to the game. But the atmosphere was good. Once again, when I watched the game again on the TV, and I can't believe the amount of empty seats when about Easter Road yet. In the paper the next day it said it was a sellout, but it wasn't a sellout to me. Rangers were magnificent. That's the only word I can think. I thought, it was 3 going, maybe 7 or 8.
Right.
I thought we were absolutely fantastic. All over the park. I just can't fault the team at all. Not one bad player in the park. They were all 8s, 9s and 10s for me on the night. Look, you and I, Oxford, have been to Easter Road and had confrontations before with these individuals. I don't need to use my words carefully and that, but the spoon burners are always like that. It's not a nice place to, especially coming out of it at night time. It can be quite intimidating for a lot of people. But they're not a nice crowd to go and visit at all. So I'm not surprised with the bottle incident, etc. It's a long time coming that something's got to be done. Something's got to be done now. James Barnes was lying on the ground and the bottle was thrown. With no defence to put his hand up.
Did you notice that in the game, JFK?
No, it wasn't till we'd seen a bit of the Arthur Montford word, a bit of a stramash. And then we saw that obviously getting picked up, and then that's when we realised that we were all still enraged with the tackle that had happened with Portis. And then really it was just word of mouth round about now that there was bottles or something thrown on there, and then we saw the linesman and retrieving it. So let's hope that they're punished. I have seen tonight that 4 individuals have been identified. Seemingly the bottle, according to reports, they came from 30 seats back for the front. So it was no intention other than to, and the word is maim. He was trying to maim.
Would that be attempted murder, mate?
Well, obviously it depends, but the judge, no, the sheriff, whatever he thinks, if he thinks that it was, then let him go for it. But all I can say, the Rangers fans, as usual, were impeccable. You know, these are situations that can be inflammatory, and we can react to them, but we didn't. And I've got to take my hat off to all my fellow Blue Noses. We dealt with it the way we always do, with dignity. Always giving them a bit of verbals for what they're up to. You know, they hate us as much as we hate them, and that's obvious. But to start, no, I've been going to see Rangers since 1966. They're saying, I can honestly say that I've never thrown anything or attempted to run onto the park at any time in my life. And I think anybody that does that then needs their head looked, you know. So let's hope that the scales of justice come down heavy on them. So I'm happy with the result. Great result. Poor about the things that happen round about it. But
all right, mate. All right. Well said, mate. Well said. I don't want to harp on, but about the after-field stuff, mate, because I think the manager covered that really well. But I don't know if you read that comments the day. He said the SFA, and I'll go to Fox with us as well. Since 2015, mate, the SFA, Scottish Football Authorities, have just made a rod for their back. They made everything okay. And we've been saying that on this show for nearly 4 years now, 3.5 years. And we knew how it was going to end, and somebody's going to get seriously hurt, and they'll have blood in their hands for no dealing with it back in 2015. Fox, then Bridgman, and then we've been joined by Rudy Bear. Fox?
I agree 100%. Not dealing with the situation in the League Cup final was a total disgrace. Scottish Cup, sorry, my mistake. It was a total disgrace, and that has been the springboard for all the misbehaving that's happened after that. Something should have been done then, and of course they bottled it then, and they'll bottle it now as well. There's not been a comment from either the SPFL or the SFA on the disgusting conduct of the Hibs fans, and I'm not expecting them to say anything either.
Yeah. Bridgman, and then Rudy's joined us.
Can't disagree with that Fox said there, and we've said this way back since then, maybe even before the Cup final. The treatment of Rangers and Rangers fans is nothing short of despicable. But there's something really nasty, really nasty has sprung up in Scottish football. So you've got Hibs that are doing what Hibs are doing, the Hibs fans, and you've got Motherwell in particular doing what they do. And the venom coming from the other side of the city is getting worse and worse and worse. And I hark back to the sort of effigies, the hanging effigies, and still the film's there. Anybody can see that film. You can go and look at it on YouTube, and still no charges. No new charges, let's put it that way. No new trial. Nothing short of disgraceful. And that's the build-up. So you take all of that and you kind of drip feed it, and you're getting more and more and more. And that's spreading right through Scottish football. Right through Scottish football, this hatred that they've got, hating themselves to death, as you like to say. And that's the way I feel about it. I think Hibs should be made an example of, a huge example. On number one, make an example of them. They've got a great chance this time. At least shut that section or half the stand or something until such times as the Hibs fans come out and say we're going to do it again.
On Friday,
well, I know it was named there, but I'm just meaning if you do it officially, then there's. I know, really and truly, it needs something like that. It really needs something like that.
All right. We'll be joined by Rudy. Evening, Rudy.
Evening, gentlemen. Evening, Oxford. How are we doing?
Oh, here we go. I've got a book for you, mate.
A book?
Yes.
What would that be, Ox?
It's Kama Sutra for beginners, mate.
I probably could be doing with that, Ox, in all honesty. Cheers for that, mate. I look forward to reading that.
You're all right. It's only pictures, mate. There's not a lot of reading in it.
That's all right. Pictures, that's the best kind of book, isn't it?
All right. And there's a diary at the end of it, so at the end of January you can give us an update.
I will let you know how it all goes, Ox. Yeah, I certainly will, mate. Yeah.
There's no pen with it, so you're all right.
Good man, you know me too well.
How we doing, mate? All right?
Aye, everything's good, Oxter. Aye. Can I just touch on the off-field antics of some of the nutters that follow our opponents in this league? I've watched objects being thrown at Rangers players against St Mirren, Aberdeen, Hibs the other night, Motherwell, Kilmarnock. It's an on-gone thing now, Ox, and it's almost every game now this season this type of thing has happened, you know. I remember when Alfie scored against, I'm sure it was St Mirren, they were chucking coins up at the corner flag and all sorts of stuff. And you hear next to nothing. This is the thing I don't get about it, Ox, is you hear next to nothing about it in the media. This is the thing, you know, you think they would be, as much as they dislike us, it's become a big part of the game up here that should be dealt with, and a part of that process should be the media. But for some reason, in general, they don't want to touch on it for some reason, and I don't really understand that. I get the dislike us, that's fine, you know, and some of them hate us, right? I get that. But this is more about Scottish football than it is about Glasgow Rangers, in my opinion. This has got to be stopped. It's got to be stamped out. In 2015, after the Scottish Cup final, Rod Petrie was second in command at the SFA. Where is he sitting now? You know what I mean? He actually got promoted. I could not believe that. After what his fans done, after winning a Scottish Cup final, invading the park and attacking Rangers players and staff, he got promoted. That should have been the last thing that happened to Rod Petrie. His club should have been dealt with severely after that. And possibly what's transpired in the last few years might not have happened, Docs. But they've now made a rod for their own back. I mean, to chuck a glass bottle at any football player, I don't care who they play, or how much you dislike the team, or how much you dislike the player himself, to chuck a glass bottle at a player lying on the ground is absolutely vile. See that at a hit?
It's a coward's act as well, Rudy. It's a
Absolutely,
coward's act.
100%, Oxter. It's a coward's act. If that would have hit Barisic in the head, that ball, there's no telling the damage that could have done to Barisic. And it's shameful. And, you know, I heard Jimmy saying something about there's 4 Hibs fans being sort of singled out for it. Well, if it can be proved that they were part of this, then they should be absolutely hammered. Hammered, Dogs, so they should. Can I just touch on one more thing before you go to the rest of the guys here? The performance on Friday night at Easter Road was absolutely top class. I watched the game again. I enjoyed it so much. Some of the football they could not live with us, some of the football we played, Docs. It was a great team performance away to a traditionally hard place for us to go, but there was some outstanding individual performances in that great team performance for me. Young Aribo, Kent, you know, that's the Ryan Kent we want to see.
That's the standards we're looking for, Rudy.
That's what we want after Mox, week in, week out, game in.
All right, I've cut across you, mate. We've been joining a caller on the phone, mate. Evening, caller.
How you doing, lads? It's Winston for the drum.
Oh, I've got something for you, Winston.
Sell Big Stevie. Keep it going for the Rangers, boy.
I've got a wooden leg and a flat cap for you, mate.
Brilliant, man. Listen, boys,
you don't need the glasses, do you?
No, I've got binoculars. No, I'm fine. Listen, boys, how are you all? I'm just on the phone to just wish you all a Merry Christmas, guys.
Yeah,
and thank you for a brilliant show. Not just for teams been brilliant, this wee show has been brilliant too lately. And I can't believe Jimmy was behind me and I never even came down the stairs to say hello. Jimmy, you there?
I'm here, mate. I didn't see you were going out the game.
Oh,
I sent you a text. I'm shouting you.
You saw you limping.
Oh. I saw me limping. Oh, Jimmy, I had 2 bottles of beer. I had a wee glow.
That's too many for you, pal.
No, I'm not a drinker, Jimmy, but the young team get the better of me, you know. But no, I'm happy the way things are moving along, guys. I mean, on and off the field, but then absolutely brilliant. Everything's positive. Another wee positive today. I don't know if any of you heard this story about Braga get short of their manager.
Everybody Stevie G comes up against in Europe seems to change their manager, don't they?
Well, listen, look, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I'm hoping it goes in our favour, you know what I mean? So, I know, just everything's positive, man. Everything's all good, and long may it continue. We're getting into, let's get the boxing game, let's give Kilmarnock what they're due or other doing, and then take it into the Puddle Drinkers game, I think everything's gone great, Ox, I must admit.
Some of the football on Friday night, particularly that first 20 minutes, was unbelievable.
Oh, sublime. As I said to you when I phoned you coming in for the game, I thought Kent was just at a different level. See his touches, the confidence was oozing out him, so it was wee back heels, one touch. I mean, the interchange play from middle to front was absolutely brilliant. And I was reading a wee thing there, I know, about the best passing teams in Europe. I mean, it's Man City, Barcelona and Rangers. I mean, what a start that is to be up there with teams like that, football ability, I mean, come on, the progress Gerrard's made in 18 months, guys. I mean, anybody it's not happening needs to go and see a doctor, you know what I mean? We're playing absolutely fantastic. You know what I mean?
Fox needs to go and see a doctor. Bridgeman.
Yes, bud.
Just what Stevie said about the progress, and I'll go back to Stevie, but 5 years ago yesterday, the AGM was the famous one with the tent.
Yeah. By the way, the one before that was in the stand. They built a platform out the way, and it was absolutely lashing down. It was freezing, and all the guys standing there on that tip on the platform, every single one of them, you had to take your hat off to them. But then we had this nonsense in the tent. The gazebo. Disgraceful.
And we've came a long way in 5 years, mate. We really have honoured after pitch shifts.
Wow. Just look at us. Just look at us. Look at us in the league. Look at the way our club's going now. Based on what we think is going to happen with some investment coming in. My goodness gracious, we're still in the Europa League. Wonderful. Come on, the Rangers.
Stevie, give that stat again about the passing.
Oh, we're up there in the best three passing teams in Europe is Man City, Barcelona and ourselves. What a start that is, guys.
Can't be far wrong, We must have done millions of passes. I mean that literally. Millions of passes on Friday night. Incredible stuff. Just brilliant. Brilliant to watch.
I'm like most of the Bears. I watch all the RTV stuff, Rangers Telly. And see, every time you watch the football training, you watch them on a small park with small goals, and it's all one-touch football. They're all hunting down in packs and trying to get the ball back again. And it's working on the field. You can see it. You can absolutely see what they do. The one-touch people on the court at all. See big Farmers boys like that boy Portis and that try to kill us. They've no football ability at all. It's just one-touch football around the big giants. And they've not got a clue what's going on around about them. And some of the stuff, guys, not just because it's Rangers, sometimes you've got to take the blue glasses off. Rangers are playing some fantastic football, guys. We don't get the credit. We all know why we don't get the credit. But believe me, there's people out there under their breath saying, wow, look at the football they're playing. But they're never going to say it out. But see me as a bear, I stood there with Jimmy and guys like that, and we watched our team. Some of the stuff you don't see on the cameras, one-touch football, the hunting down in packs, that'll do me all day long, and that's coming off that training field. And you better believe it. I watch it, and I study it, I rewind, and I watch, and I love it. I mean, it's just in the blood, But, guys, we are playing brilliant. On off the field, everything's looking rosy in the garden, and long may it continue. I'm a real delighted bear. With the football that Stevie Gerrard's got our team playing, I'm over the moon, 100%.
Port Bear, the passing and movement and hunting in packs, mate, you've got to work really hard in training to get that to a certain level, mate, because everybody's got to do it.
It's a team game, Mark. I always say it, and just to back up what Stevie saying there, that comes right from training ground. If you look at it, the way we played on Friday night, for me, is the best sort of way we've played under Gerrard so far. I've got to echo a lot of the boys' sentiments towards the gaffer, and I think back to 18 months ago, getting knocked out of UEFA Cup with a progress, to be in the last 32 now. You know, it's night and day, and it's all down to obviously the vision of the club for bringing Gerrard in, and then obviously Gerrard's coaching team. I'm so glad they're signed on to 2024, the whole lot of them, because under Gerrard and his team, I can just see he's going from strength to strength, mate. But the training is unreal, because the development, not just what's happening with the team, see the development of some of the players that we maybe thought were average players, the development of our players, you've got to give him credit for that as well. Steven Gerrard deserves a lot of credit, Ox, a lot of credit, not just for, you know, the style of play and the way he carries himself, but he's also developing players. You know, a couple of young boys just signed new contracts as well. You know, keeping the big teams at bay that were chasing them. You know, and that's all because of Steven Gerrard. I just believe that, man. They all love play. They all want to learn under him, and they all want to play for him, mate. He's just an absolute, he's an absolute star.
Can I say something? What do you think Barisic has scored the goal at St Mirren? What a different player Barisic is. And do you know something? Did you see there on Friday night at the end of the game, Stevie G walking up at Hamid Barisic having a cuddle? Stevie Gerrard has got right into that boy's brain, and he's made him buy into what he's doing. And the confidence in that boy now is absolutely unbelievable. As a support, sometimes we're a wee bit quick to judge. I don't know if any of you agree with certain players. There's Aribo. Well, we're all moaning about him. You need to give these boys time to find out what Scottish football is really about. I mean, down in England, you're getting time to look up, walk about a wee bit, and then pass the ball. You don't get that. You've got hammer throwers, bang, straight through you. These guys need to adapt, and us as support sometimes can jump on it. But listen, I'm not wanting to be negative about anything. That I think Gerrard's they're all buying into what Gerrard's doing, and that's the ingredient that we need. And see what they're doing at training, you can see it on the field. It's absolutely brilliant, the interchange, the one-touch play. And I know I keep going on about it. When I read that stat that we're the third best team in Europe for passing, I mean, I was like, wow, what a stat that is. Barcelona and Man City, much of the two teams were.
Stevie, has this been validated through the Kerrydale Street?
No, Stevie, they're also fourth. They're also fourth in chances created in Europe as well, amongst PSG, Man City, and Man United as well. They're fourth in chances created.
That does the surprise you, does it? I mean, nearly every game.
No.
I mean, 17 shots in target. 17 shots at goal, and then you'll read it 10 in target. That's nearly every game. I mean, if we took Hopper chances every game, we'd win it 6-0.
Yeah,
he's
absolutely.
right. JFK, the Steven Gerrard effect has been phenomenal for us on and off the park. The team's improved. He's tweaked the team, because what's the difference for last year? Barisic is playing. Obviously, Holander's come in. That's drove Katic on. Kamara's come in this time last year, bargain. Yeah. Stephen Davis has improved. Kent's full time. Apart from that, really, what have we got for what we played last year at Aribo? You upgraded Aribo for Candias, sort of the starting 11.
I think what's happened, I think I've always said this before, many as I've said, I mean, it shades of Graham Souness, you know, what a winner he was. Instilling in them what they can achieve, you know, and I think that's shown on the park. Big Stevie's right, you know. When we all know that when you're at a game and you're watching the game, the TV doesn't do it justice at times. You know, some of the football off the ball that Rangers are playing in the movement. Ryan Kent was absolutely phenomenal on Friday night, you know. So, but what the Gaffer's instilled in him is how to be a winner, and we all know the winner that he is. And that's good going forward for us, Ox, here, because the team is improving. And I agree with what Stevie said, and Rudy there saying about guys like Aribo and things like Barisic. I know, I mean, I was one of Barisic's biggest critics on here, but I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I think he's come on leaps and bounds, absolutely fantastic. And James Tavernier, I know I've been a critic of him, but I thought he had a great game on Friday night. And the team's knitting well together, and look at the players that are still to come back for injury. I mean, Jordan Jones who's training
on Friday night, arguably, were two best players, weren't they playing? Arguably.
Aye, you could probably say aye, Stephen Davis and Alfredo, aye. You probably could, aye. That's a good point. But I mean, all round, you know, the what we've got pool wise is absolutely fantastic. As you say, you alluded to there 5 years ago, the tent stuck in the middle of the park, peeing in the rain, and listen to stuff being said that wasn't very nice about the way the club was going forward. Some people are trying to kid us on at times. I thought then, but the things that's happened now is absolutely phenomenal. And Stevie G's here 18 months now, and things are going better than really well. And I'm like you guys. That okay, the League Cup was a disappointment, but no, I still believe that 55 is alive for us. Without a doubt.
Well said, mate. GFK's mentioned the League Cup there, Brody. Do you think that the way we played today has given them the confidence to say, look, we've nothing to fear? Nothing to fear. We never won the game, but the performance.
The performance was top notch, Ox. We battered them all over the park. The only thing we failed at that day was, partly due to Alfredo not having his shooting boots on, but also due to the fact that their goalkeeper had an absolute worldie of a game that day. He did pull off some great saves that day, and since then, they've showed how much they've showed how good they are as a football team, individually and collectively. If they play the way they can play, there is nobody in this league that can that will come up against us. Nobody. And we watched that League Cup final. We should have won that. We battered them all over the park. We've done the same to Aberdeen this season. We've done the same to Hearts. We've done the same to Hibs. The performance the other night at Easter Road, as I said, traditionally a hard place to go, was outstanding as a team performance, with some great individual performances. Stevie's just come out with I've not heard that statistic about us being up there with Man City and Barcelona for passing football. That's me just hearing that for the first time. What a great start that is. That's phenomenal. So it is.
You'll find it in the same page where you're compared to, what was his name, Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty was,
you're not going to hear much about it in this country. You don't hear much about it.
But the football we're playing just now is just fantastic to watch, And as Bridgeman saying, we're not getting the credit, but look, it doesn't matter about them. We know as Rangers fans, the League Cup was a huge disappointment. I absolutely gutted every single one of us because we know we should have won that day. We were the better team on the park. The whole 90 minutes, they were nowhere. They had one shot on goal and they scored with an offside goal, with 3 of them being offside. No one, 3 of them. If we continue to play the kind of football we've played up to this point in the season, see, come the end of the season, Jimmy's right. That 55 won't be far away, Ox.
Big Stevie?
For me, Ox, you're 100% right. We never won the cup that day, but there was a mental battle won that day. Yeah. And I think when we go to the Etihad, I think the bottom line is the Rangers players know they've got the beating of them now. And I think we'll beat them. I really do think. I'm flinging my hat in the ring. I'm going to say we're going to beat them by 2 clear goals. There you go. So stick that your pipe, smoke it, man. A lot of yous. Okay. No, guys, listen, the mental
battle. Go yourself, Stevie.
The mental battle was won there at Hampden. We never won the cup, but by God. But tell me the last time you seen a cup final as one-sided as that? No, we just battered them black and blue and couldn't get the ball in the poke. Any other day, Alfredo could have had a hat-trick.
Yeah.
The mental battle was won. Ox is right. We never won the cup, but believe me, psychologically, Rangers have no fear now going to that game at Parkhead. We know we can play them up at Park. We know we're going to get chances. We've got nothing to fear. We fear no foe.
Are you reading your wall?
Yep, that's exactly where I'm getting at, Ox. Well done. 10 out of 10 for observation.
Port Bear. Have we broke that mental barrier?
Docs, that to go and all right, we lost the final, but to actually lose it in the manner we did, they've got to be sitting looking at not just them, any team. The way we played, how we're playing football now is how some of the top sides in Europe are knocking the ball about, mate. And there's no other team in the Scottish League that can cope with that. You know, the European run, teams are finding it difficult to try and compete with Rangers even in Europe. So, you know, in the way we're taking teams apart in Scotland, mate, it's just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. As Stevie says here, all we didn't do was put a ball in the pocket, and it could have been a right embarrassing score, you know, for the Moonhowlers that day. It could have been really, really embarrassing for them. And just let us hope Alfie's kept him. He's got rid of his bad shots. He's going to use them in 29th, which I believe as well. I believe we'll win 3-1 at Parkhead. That's what I think will happen on the day.
In Alfie's defence, I've looked at Summit again, and I watched what's the game, the Motherwell game last week, where he had maybe a couple of good efforts, and maybe one people thought every effort he had, and even against them at Hampden that day, they were all on target. On target. I knew you were going to say that, mate. Yes, and I'm saying in some of these games they're all going to go in, mate. And see if they're all going to go in, and I hope it's them. Somebody's going to get a severe, possible double figures doing half Rangers, because see where they play, mate, we're capable of double figures. That's what I'm seeing there every game, and that must be frightening to watch. Somebody's going to get a double figure half Rangers this season. There you go. Yep. Can you come JFK on that?
Have we reached that? No fear. No, I think we have to a possible extent, but we need to beat them in a game that matters. I mean, the game last season when we beat them at Ibrox was as I say, a dead rubber. It's good to beat them though, but
no, the one at the 29th last year. That was the dead rubber, was it?
No, what 29th of what?
December.
Of course it was.
How was it?
No, come on, let's be honest about it. But we need to beat them in a game that means something.
That game was nip and tuck. It was after that. I'll give you the game after that when the beat them was a deed brother, yeah.
Aye.
But not this time last year.
And the one that they beat is the one we beat them at Ibrox 2-0.
That was a deed brother.
That's what I'm talking about.
But this time last year we beat them 1-0. Ryan Jack's goal.
Aye, I know that. That's when it kind of fell apart for us, didn't it? Because it looked as if we were going to maybe kick off then, and then the winter break.
I mean, never.
And that's what we need to do. I mean, I'll be quite honest with you. It'd be great to beat them at Pedo Dome, but I would gladly, obviously, beat Kilmarnock on Sunday, Boxing Day, and as long as we don't get beat with them at Pedo Dome, I'd take a draw all day.
I understand your thinking. Right, lads, get yourselves on mute. We're going to have a tune.
All the best, lads.
I sailed the wild Atlantic across the broad Pacific shore. I sailed around the stormy capes and I've heard the 40s roar. I've climbed the Indian Ocean, I've sailed the China Sea, but never see back home in Scotland more than all the rest to me. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of my rock. It's the greenest sight that I have ever seen. The blue, blue, blue sea of my rock. And this part of the really just clear stream. No more I'll sail the 7 seas, no more I'll ever roam. No more I'll feel the urge again, I'm back where I belong. And 3 o'clock each Saturday I'll join the mighty throng. With flags and banners all around, I'll proudly sing this song. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of my rock. It's the greenest sight that I have ever seen. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of my rock. And it's part of the really get clear stream. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of my
You there, Bridge? You singing away? Bridge, you back? He's on mute.
Bridge, man.
I've just made it back to the machine.
Anyway, we'll be joined by another caller.
I've just made it back to the computer there, pal. I was dancing on that kitchen table.
Oh.
You okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, bud.
No, you. We've got a caller as well. Evening, caller.
How you doing, boys? It's Bournemouth.
How we doing, mate? What's on your mind, mate?
I just got in there, Rocks. He's been talking about tonight. I've just joined in there.
What's on your mind, mate?
What's the topic tonight? I've just joined in.
Rangers Radio, mate. The clue's on the tin.
I wasn't sure if you'd any issues or anything tonight. I've just joined in there. A few things on my mind there.
Still talking about Friday night.
Wow, Friday night's absolutely outstanding, isn't it? I didn't want to come back on after the game. I had a few bevies, so I didn't want to come back on after the game on Friday night. So I thought I'd leave it. And I thought, I thought I'd come back on tonight because it's the last night and just basically thank you guys and all Ox, you and JFK, Fox, Bridgeman, everybody. It's been another fantastic year. I've been going through a wee bit of hard time, as you know, Ox, with my dad. I spoke to you about, and you guys have kept it all going every night, and it's been good joining in. And I didn't think my old man would have seen Christmas, or maybe even have seen the 29th of December. He's kept strong and he's still there, and hopefully he gets.
Here, mate. Here, mate. It's always an emotional time, Christmas, for families and that, mate, with different memories of people that's no longer raising, or people who are ill and who are less fortunate myself, and everybody for Rangers Radio puts the shout out to all the Rangers family who have got dealing with stuff that is no ideal at this time of year. It's never far away from anybody's tour. Is it, Bridge? He's on mute. I need to get that book to him.
I know, Sam. I've lost the plot now. Talking away there.
Seen the book, mate. It's only got 2 pictures and it's 2 buttons on it.
I know.
Rudy's got a better book than yours. Has he got better pictures?
I love it, man.
I bet you Rudy finishes his book before you do.
Oh, but Rudy's got menus in his book as well, remember?
Rudy's known as the Scottish Tom Cruise, he's known as.
What did you have for your dinner tonight, Rudy?
Oh, I was just at a friend's for dinner tonight. She's heading off to Belgium first thing at about 6 o'clock in the morning.
She?
Don't say any more then.
She's a good pal of the missus, but she's heading off to Belgium to see her Rangers crazy son. So she invited us round for dinner tonight, and it was a full Crimble dinner, you know, the turkeys.
And yourself, pal. You've got friends and influence.
Tom Cruise, was she?
What's that, mate?
She was having to say cheerio to the Scottish Tom Cruise. There's something laughing there.
That's brilliant, isn't it? The Scottish Tom Cruise, brilliant. I love it.
Rudy, I'm trying my best for you here, mate.
Oh, I know. I need it as well, Ox. Thanks for the help. I appreciate it, you know.
I've got your book and everything to help you.
I know, so you have. I'll tell her missus about that. She'll be so excited.
That'd be a first there, Rudy. Cooking with Kama Sutra.
The naked chef.
All right, chef. Can you
naked chef.
One of the microwave dinners?
I've never eaten a microwave.
You'll be finished, but.
I know.
Right, Portbear, you back with us now?
Yes, mate, yes.
That emotional stuff, it's quite difficult, young man.
I think it's a horrible time of year, mate, for everybody. You know, I lost my mum, myself last year. You know, this is another Christmas without her. It's a horrible time for everybody. And it all seems to hit home, especially around this time of year. You know, it seems to hit, you know, and just a word to all the Rangers fans out here, you know, we all go through these things, but just remain positive, keep your chin up, and remember there's, you know, your own family and also the Rangers family here to speak to. You know, never hold anything and bottle anything, and always talk to somebody, guys.
Yeah. Young Bournemouth got a wee bit emotional. He's dealing with his old man. He's seriously ill. Yeah. And all our thoughts, prayers go out to the young man. He's dealing with it. He's getting the logistics as well. It makes it a bit difficult as well. I can understand that. Right, so when we're moving forward, we've got a game against Kilmarnock, sellout GFK. Every time I'm reading the some of the forums, there's people looking for tickets. A game against Kilmarnock, come on.
I know. There's, I mean, if you're on Facebook, obviously I know, but when that Yorkshire, but people are just screaming out for tickets, and if anybody's lucky enough to get one, but no, I've seen a couple of posts that we're only going about 30 seconds, and everybody's scrambling for tickets, and it's great to see. That Ibrox is full to the gunnels every other week, and we're doing it week in, week out, and that's fantastic. And obviously Rangers have got that on board and are hopefully going to do something like that very, very soon. But Kilmarnock and Boxing Day, the tickets are lit. They're as rare as hen's teeth, mate.
Yeah. Looking forward to it too, Jimmy. Looking forward to it, pal.
Oh, definitely, mate. Definitely. Look forward to it.
I mean, it's great to see it because people are spending lots and thousands of pounds at the moment on their families, their kids, etc. I mean, it's Christmas at the end of the day, and our fans, loyal as they are out the very next day after Christmas, spending their fortunes again, in supporting their club. But what a product to sell, mate. The club sell itself, innit? The club's absolutely sell itself. The football sells itself. Let's get a 100-seater stadium. I bet we could still fill it. There's still be bears out there wanting tickets, mate. That's just the way we are at the moment.
I think I bring Bournemouth Bear back in now. I think that's what's happened in the no too distant past is it's made the bond between the club and the supporters stronger. Bournemouth.
I think it's got really stronger now, in it in the last few years. It always was strong, but the last few years it's got really. Everybody's on the same page now, and we all know what's going to happen when we get 55, and that's what's making it now, isn't it? Because everybody's on the same page, and we all want the same thing, and we're dying for it. And once we get it, they're all going to implode. The whole of Scotland's going to implode once we get it.
It's ramping up too, isn't it? It's really ramping up. Wow.
Oh, definitely, Bridgeman. Once we get it, the whole of Scotland's going to implode.
I get upset when I hear things, and I'm hearing that I heard somebody on Follow was mentioning that apparently that mob across the city they're actually going to march to Parkhead when the day they're playing us. When you think about all the trouble that's going on in football at the moment, particularly with fans and things like that, the last thing the authorities should be allowing is organised matches or unorganised matches to a football stadium. That's just mental. It's just radio rental. Seriously.
Bridge, Ox tells you all the time, stop believing what you read. No.
That's what I'm. There's a poll. What do you call it on a post on Follow? Apparently, it's true. They're doing it. Apparently.
Bridge, don't read too much in it. Your young boys, Union Bears, done it for the louding up to the stadium.
Yes, I know, pal. I was there watching them. But that's right. All you're doing is running around the perimeter of the stadium. I don't know where they're walking.
Bridgeman, you know what? They can walk around the whole of Scotland if they want. See if we put the ball in net and we get the 3 points.
Yeah, okay,
they can walk. Okay. They can walk wherever they want to walk.
No, I'm just saying, in light of the situations that are going on vis-a-vis fans. See, look what's happened down in England just recently. It's really, really bad stuff's going on. And the last thing we need is these loonies running about wild. They just don't need it.
I'm not caring about them. I know where I would make them walk, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Right.
The plank?
No. Rudy Bear.
Yeah, right.
Kilmarnock, big game, and the momentum's just growing. The consistency in the team's growing. Steven Gerrard's growing. We're signing all these players, development players, young stars that people were saying is going to leave us for the Premiership. Signs a 3-year deal. We're signing internationalists left, right, and centre for the women's team that JFK and Bridge will be visiting shortly once the season starts. I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely.
The the team's looking very, very, looks as if there's a lot of potential there for the women's team next season. They could be challengers with the signings they're making. We signed the deal today with, I thought it was brilliant, California and Orange County. We've got a tie-up with them. Obviously, they'll be looking for coaching and ideas for us, and we'll be looking to see if there's any potential players there. The brand, to get the brand out there in another part of the world. Everything's gone well, isn't it?
Everything's positive, Fox. Everything's on the up right now. And the only blip is that cup final. That would have really been the cherry on top of the cake for me had we had done that. Like we all felt that. All felt it badly for a few days. But everything on and off the field for me is on the up. Everything's positive, Fox. How many times have you said, look back to where we were 18 months ago? Who would have thought this far down the line after only just 18 months under Steven Gerrard and his coaching staff? Twice qualifying for the group section of the Europa League. Second time asking, getting us into the last 32 with a strong possibility, getting to the last 16. Still in a shout with the league, still got a Scottish Cup to play for, and some of the football, as we've just touched on there 5-10 minutes ago, it's been fantastic to watch, and if we keep playing like that, we won't be far away come the end of the season. But I'm so positive about everything right now, as gutted as I was about the league, the League Cup final, as gutted as I was about that, I can only see great things coming for us, and I'm so pleased. Portbear, I think it was, said he's so pleased that Steven Gerrard signed to 2024. I am as well. I'm absolutely delighted he's got a 2-year extension on his contract, because I really do believe we've got one of the best young up-and-coming managers in British football, European football for that matter, right now.
You're here. We've been joined by the Global Ambassador, Evening Big Al.
Ho, ho, ho. How are you, gentlemen?
I thought that was
Merry
Fox
Christmas.
There. I thought that was Fox there.
I'll not take up too much of your time, man. I'm scooting about like Santa here, getting all the messages for the missus and the wains and that. That's me done. I'm heading back home. I'm going to go fishing today. It's a wee bit overcast, but it's still about 27. So it's kind of clammy, sticky. I'd just like to wish Jack and Victor a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year when it comes. The Rudy Bear, 3 burgers. Winston, Merry Christmas to you, brother. And yourself, Fox. Merry Christmas. There's too many to mention. Too many new characters on the show this year. It's wonderful. I'll just repeat myself like the other night there. If there is anybody out there needs a bit of therapy, all joking aside, get a wee call in. You never know. You might just like it.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you, Big Al.
Happy New Year, Christmas, that to you, Al.
Oh, you're there. I've been in and out the shops. Trying to listen to you. Rudy, you take your time tomorrow. Don't want you busting.
Cheers, Al. Have a great Christmas, Big Al.
It's great. I've got 4 days off, man.
Brilliant.
I'm going fishing, man. I can't wait. I'm just away to get some prawns and some squid. That's me. All my jobs are done. But we're looking good. We're looking good for into the new year. So long may it continue. There's not much more we can say. That's a horrible mob we played, but we showed them, we spanked them during the week there. We'll see what happens with the fallout of it. Probably nothing, but I thought maybe Mr. Gerrard, he had a few opportunities there. Maybe it's just my warped mind, but you know what I mean? I thought he had a few opportunities in a press conference, but he's probably too classy for that. But then again, I think we need somebody to speak a few questions. I thought he could have answered a wee bit harsher. Things like when they're throwing balls in the park, you know what I mean? Well, you need to have people in your stadium to throw balls in the park, right enough. The stadium was half empty. When they said closed parts of the stadium was 50% and it was closed anyway, was it not? Just congregate them onto the dugout. Things like that. We can laugh at these puddle drinkers, spoon burners. Hope they all have a horrible Christmas. Hope their gyros didn't come in. You know what I mean? So I'm happy. I'm going fishing. I hope you guys are all happy. I'll probably speak to you in the new year. So I've got a few bits and bobs today while I'm off. Spend a bit of time with the family. But all you guys, much appreciated. Please phone in, anybody. Don't be alone. And if you phone in, I'll tell you the story about the pampas grass. Take care, gentlemen. All the best. Onwards and upwards.
All the best, still, mate.
No problem.
Have a
Nice
nice
Christmas.
Christmas. All the best to the family.
All the best. Aye, no problem, man. Thanks very much, gentlemen.
Cheers.
You are the people. Bye.
Cheerio, mate.
What a legend he is. What a legend.
Well, I met him in the tune. Just pure coincidence, I met him in the tune the first Saturday of July. I don't know what happened there. I bumped into him, you know what I mean? And we had a chat, and then obviously I met him the next day. He was at the game as well, and he was dealing with stuff as well, Port Bear. And, well, we've all been there, mate, so... sorry, Bournemouth Bear, no.
Aye, everybody's got their issues, everybody's got their things going on. And that's another thing about this platform. We're all the same. We're all the people. We all love the Rangers, the big Rangers family. We all look after one another. And you know what? It's good to talk to one another and all. Whether it's after the game, before the game, or during the week, and people get different things. This is what it's all about. And our club is back. It started at the bottom. We're working our way up. Mr. Gerrard, his staff, he's got us all going. And we've gone in the right direction. And I think this is really, really good for Glasgow Rangers. And this Rangers family is building and building and building. And we're getting stronger. And see when we get 55, the whole world, they'll know that this Rangers family have got 55.
Mm-hmm. I'm out with Winston for the drum that night. Oh.
Without getting maudlin, can I just say something? I mean, since I come on to Rangers Radio, it's I mean, now a couple of people on, I didn't know that Rangers Radio existed to hear their voices. But just with Bournemouth is that same saying there. Never be afraid to talk. If there's somebody you want to talk to, the Rangers Radio family is always there. So we've all got our own demons, if that's the right phrase, guys. But please don't be afraid to talk to somebody. Go out there and talk to anybody that you think will listen. And I can tell you, I would sit and listen to anybody. You might not want to talk to me, but it's up to yourself. But don't sit alone. Don't be modelling or anything. Enjoy life, and just if you want to chat, always have a chat. And the guys on here, I know my demons the last few years have been pretty bad at times, but I've come through them. But I must say, at the end of it, the Rangers Radio kind of pulped me through a bit, although I was still going to see the Rangers. So I
think the thing is, JFK, because sometimes when if you're dealing with people, you don't know them, you've not got a common bond.
Yeah,
you've not got something to talk about. We've all got a
100%.
Aye, so then you can start talking about the game, and then it breaks the ice.
Yeah, and I think we're proved on you guys, especially yourself, Fox and Bridgeman, who are the guys behind the Rangers Radio, and they allow us people like myself to come on and
don't forget old school and
old school boys. Sorry, Terry. But you allow us to come on and express our opinions on Rangers, but it's not just that. Having met a lot of the guys at the Bistro and other places now, I think I could honestly say that I've gained good friendship through it, and that going forward, that's for me and my just not just my Rangers life, but in my everyday life. I appreciate that. So everybody else should, and the all saying is, never be afraid to talk. It's always good to talk, guys.
Just going back,
Jimmy, I'll second that.
Yeah.
I met Ox about 9 months ago, Ox, wasn't it, in Bournemouth Club. I met Ox and explained my situation, my old man, come through different bits and bobs, and Ox spoke to me there, and then he made a few comments on Rangers Radio, and it made me feel welcome to the Rangers family on Rangers Radio, and absolutely brilliant. It makes people feel better.
Of course it does.
People to talk to, and it's absolutely outstanding. Outstanding.
Right, enough. Right.
Where were you all when Nurse Gladys called me out? Aye.
She was a body lassie, wasn't she, Bridge? Nurse Gladys.
Nurse Gladys.
To be fair, Fox, you were punching above your weight there.
She was too much for Fox, wasn't she? She was too much.
You know what I mean? She was Champions League and you were Valderrama. Could they just accept you had a good time while it lasted? You had to pine for her, didn't you? You know.
Right, back to the Teddy Bears, boys. What team are we going with on Thursday? We going with the same team or what?
I'm just going. I'll take it round the panel. Morelos or Defoe? Just a simple answer. See if you can do it. The JFK Bridgeman. It's simple.
I'll go first then. I'll go first.
Yeah,
Morelos.
Bridge.
Morelos.
Rudy.
Morelos.
Bournemouth.
Defoe.
Port Bear.
Morelos, mate.
Fox.
Morelos.
Morelos for me. Guys are thinking Bournemouth.
I just think he's going to keep him, only because I heard an interview the other day on Rangers TV, and Defoe said something about playing 2 games.
Yeah, I heard that. No.
Yeah.
I heard them saying the only reason I said Defoe is because I seen the interview on Rangers TV, and he said he was going to get the next 2 games, and that's the only reason. I think Defoe's going to get the game at Ibrox.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if he's been told that or he made a mistake by saying it, but he made a comment about getting the next 2 games.
Right. I thought his goal was wonderful. A great piece of skill. Great vision for Scott Arfield, Port Bear.
100%, mate. My opinion, his first touch on his chest was world class. Second touch was, again, absolute class. And the finish again was, again, world class. You don't get finishing like that, just being bang average player, mate. For his age, he just defies logic for me, Jermaine Defoe. And I think Scott Arfield's the best 2 games so far this season. In the last 2 games, I think Arfield's looking better. I think with the game in front of him now, obviously the game he was playing last year, he played with his back to goal, receiving, but with the game in front of him, it's giving him a lot more vision and stuff. And I think we're reaping the benefits with him and Aribo swapping positions, mate, definitely. But again, that's down to Gaffer again, mate. That's down to Gaffer. Obviously, seeing Arfield was in a wee bit of trouble with his performances, and Aribo was the morning at the best out of him, but I've always told you he's a number 10. For me, mate, he's a lot better when he's further forward, and it's worked. It's absolutely worked. And hats off to Gaffer, mate.
Here's the other big question, all right. If we're assuming for Thursday's game that Stephen Davis is fit, does he play Fox?
He is fit.
He's not done too much training yet, mate.
But do you bring him back at Ibrox, though?
Well, that's the thing. You might not bring him. You might bring him on for a few minutes. Does he start on Thursday, Fox? Stephen Davis?
I think I would give him the last half an hour.
Makes sense, mate. Rudy? He's away reading his book.
Jones, Ox. Jiggy Jones, half an hour and all.
No.
Ain't a bridge man there, Ox.
I knew you were.
No, I'd go with the same midfield as Easter Road. I thought they were excellent, the midfield against the Spoon Burners on Friday night. Ryan Jack, I just thought was out of this world, and I'd go with him again. Stephen Davis is not going to be fully match fit just now. It'll take him a wee bit to get into the game, and I think Fox just said there, bring him on for the last 30 minutes of the game. Try and get a wee bit of football into his legs. But no, it's got to be the same midfield as played the other night for me.
All right, Bridgeman.
Yeah, I feel the same. If they're going to play him at all, he should only be playing the last half hour. I've got no problems with the midfield that we've got. They're playing wonderful football, really good with each other, linking up well with the front three at the present moment. So I've got no problem at all with Stephen Davis coming on in the second half. But I think he will come on in the second half. I think he'll need some time on the pitch if they're going to. Depends if he's going to play him from the start at Parkhead. I think he's got the experience of playing at Parkhead, so it'd be beneficial to us for him to play.
Port Bear.
100%, mate. I think he has to play some part of the game because I think he'll still be a mainstay for the Old Firm game, mate. I think he brings that, calmness to Rangers midfield. Arfield gives you that more forward thinking than Davis does. Linking up and stuff and, getting good positions for, to start off attacks. But I think in the heat of the battle at Parkhead, I think he's your camera influence, play at the base of that midfield in front of the back four. I think he's the best at doing it in our club, mate. As I said, he puts out a lot of fires, makes a lot of tackles. You've made it quite clear yourself how good you think he is in that role, mate. So, I think he has got a part to play in the game against Kilmarnock in a view to starting against the Moonhowlers, mate.
JFK.
I'd start him.
On Thursday?
I'd start him Boxing Day, aye. I definitely would. As you said, our two best players were not playing there on Friday night, and Stephen Davis and Fred. So for me, I'd start him. And if need be, then substitute him second half. But I think he needs to. For me, I think he should start.
All right, Bournemouth.
I'm with Jimmy. I agree with all the boys that said there. I'm getting minutes in his legs, but it's gone forward to the 29th, and Davis has got to start. So I'd play him on Thursday. Going straight into Sunday.
Who you take out of the team? Obviously, Morelos and Defoe's a swap. So who you take out of the team, JFK?
Kamara.
I would take Kamara, aye.
No.
No, you said no, Port Bear?
No. I think it's got to be.
I think Davis gives a bit more assurity. He's played in games like this before. More experience. I would go with Davis before Kamara.
Yeah.
When you go Port Bear?
My thinking on it, Ox, is I would, change him for. Got a blank now. Arfield. And I'd have, Kamara on his own side. It's one thing we always mentions, Bridgman, about our balance. He's our left-sided central midfielder, so he would stay on the left side of that central midfield for me. Davis would be the base, and to right of him would be Jack. Jack more or less doing that sort of Arfield role, going getting forward again and getting involved with goals, because Ryan Jack was actually looking pretty good on that side. So, I don't think it matters who really drops out, because I think we've got a great midfield. But that's just my choice. That'd be my three. I would definitely keep Kamara just due to his balance, guys, and what he brings to the team. And I think he's had a few outstanding performances in the last few games in us, Kamara.
Mm-hmm. All right, Bridge, it just shows you how far we've came. We're debating, difference of opinion. We'll get Morelos, an up-and-coming world superstar, Defoe, a legend. We're talking about boys here that are international, has potentially got a European Championships, all right, different stages of his career, Stephen Davis and Kamara. But if you think back to that gazebo, mate,
scary, innit? Scary. Scary even thinking about it, Oxia. Scary even thinking about it.
All right, so last half an hour before Christmas, lads. So, Bridgeman, if people want to join us, give their thoughts. What's the number?
0141 356 1972.
4 in, and the technical team, led by Technical Terry, will phone you back. Hang up, and the technical team will phone you back. Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online, where you were brought into the call by Technical Terry. What can you talk about, JFK?
You can talk about everything about the Glasgow Rangers.
Or if you speak to Rudy, you can talk about cooking or whatever else.
Or they can talk about that book you're going to give me as well, if they like.
And if you have got any problems you want to discuss them, Fox is here for any guidance or words of wisdom.
You're talking about their Ox here, about the personnel, the starting 11. What I think is equally important is the 7 substitutes, mate. We're talking about Jordan Jones. His gaffer's telling us today that he's training. Stephen Davis is back, basically in the fold. So obviously Big Hollander's out. So what would your 7 subs be?
Well, Fodringham, I agree with that. I think that Edmondson will need to be there because obviously he's my centre back cover. Would anybody disagree with that?
No, you're all right with that.
No.
And then you've got Flanagan, covers both fullbacks. And then if you're going with the same team, Stephen Davis can cover a multitude of positions. Jordan Jones across the front right, and then the other one for me would be Defoe. Would be it. And I feel a liberty that boy Greg Stewart just
that leaves Greg Stewart out, doesn't it? That leaves Greg
he
Stewart
can't catch a break. What's your thinking, JFK?
Might as well be Foderingham, Edmondson, Stewart, Barker, Jones, probably Polster as well. That's my 7.
You're dropping Ojo.
Aye.
Sorry, you're dropping Defoe.
Oh, sorry, did not say Defoe there. Sorry, Defoe. Defoe then. Sorry.
No Stephen Davis.
No, I'll be playing Stephen Davis.
Right, so you're dropping Kamara. He's disappearing out the squad.
Kamara, but I'd drop him, aye. I'd get dressed Kamara.
Wow.
Wow, man.
Bro, Kamara, Jimmy.
I dressed him. I dressed him for
I
dressed him for the Puddle Drinkers game. Honestly, I would.
Right. Okay.
Right, okay. Fox, can you contact HR? We've got somebody needing drug tested.
No, look, the fact of the matter is, I think we'll beat Kilmarnock quite easy in keep saying Sunday and Boxing Day. And I think that this is a chance for us to change some personnel. Get into we need to make sure that when we get into the Puddle Drinkers game, that it's a must not lose, obviously. But I think we've got a good enough pool there to rest players. We're playing Kilmarnock. Come on.
Jimmy,
that's my opinion.
Jimmy, I just think we've got to keep our strongest, and the team that's playing at the level they're playing at. Mate, I just don't want to upset it with making changes that are unnecessary.
No, I'm an advocate for that, but I still think we putting Stephen Davis in there for Kamara is a no-brainer for me. Everybody's got their opinion.
No, I know. I'm not saying anything about what you're saying. It's your opinion and you're entitled to it, mate. But I just feel, for fluidity's sake, I don't want to drop points, mate, because we're just deciding to switch the team a wee bit because it's only Kilmarnock. I don't think we should. I don't think we've earned the right yet to say Rangers have got a God-given right to beat anybody. So I think we've got to go and earn this one. That's only my opinion. I think we've got to go and earn the right to beat anybody, regardless who we play, because I don't want complacency setting in either. So the only reason I'm saying about Kamara and the way the current team is, the Hibs team, if you want to face Hibs, and it's been playing so well. It's just got to stay as is. And as you're saying, it's unfortunate for our subs at the moment. He's all said there. Greg Stewart just can't get a break because of the way our forward line are playing. And then we've even got guys in the wings that are just Jordan Jones coming back. So does that put Stewart even further back eventually? Once if he reaches the same heights as we sort of seen wee snippets of Jones's form as well, it's a difficult place to be right now, Rangers. And then they're all going to maybe add quality as well. We're going to end up losing. We spoke about this before. We're going to end up losing some of the fans' favourites. I keep saying this because to get into your team, there's guys there struggling now, and they're looking to build and bring better than we've currently got. It's a scary thought, guys.
Rudy Bear.
Yeah. Can't disagree with much Port Bear says there. For me, the only would be is for Friday night would be Alfredo up front. I don't know. I don't think I would drop Kamara. I see where Jimmy's coming for. It's a huge game on the 29th. Absolutely massive game. But Boxing Day, is just as big a game because if we drop points on Boxing Day, you get to the 29th and you're thinking, look, this is do or die, for me. So, I would have to just play the same team that I played with, as I say, exception of Defoe. I'd have Defoe on the bench and I'd be starting with Alfredo. I think the Alfredo would just absolutely champ him at the bit now. He's got 2 games before the end of the year. If he could get a couple of goals in each of the games, that would bring him up to the 30 mark. I'd love to see Alfredo get to the 30 mark. But I think Kamara's playing too well just now to drop, And I understand how good Stephen Davis is. I think he's been exceptional for us. this year. He's been a huge part of the successes in Europe, and but he's been out for a few games now, and I'm not so sure whether we'd bring him in for the start. I'd certainly like to see him get some game time on Boxing Day, definitely. But I think probably after we've won
off the bench,
we win the game and then we give him the last 30 minutes or something,
Bridgman?
Yeah, I think that as far as I'm concerned, it'd be the same team, starting team anyway. And obviously, I've got 9 subs that you could actually use, so you could pick a few from them.
I thought you put Morelos back in for Defoe.
Of course. I mean, sorry, just like the boys were saying there, Morelos would be in and Defoe would drop to the bench. Sorry, apologies. And I would obviously you've got Wes, you've got Defoe, Davis, Polster, Edmondson, Ojo, Barker, Stewart, and possibly Jones coming in at the bench as well. So you've got a whole load of people and on the bench. Obviously, the manager's going to drop that down to maybe 6 or 7, But that's strength. That's 9 players here. You've nearly got a real good bunch of players there on the bench, but nearly a team. That's tremendous stuff. Very pleased. Very pleased. I really think it's going to be it's the biggest game of the season. I mean this in all sincerity. This is the biggest game of the season for us.
Yeah, you're coming for me.
We need to win. We need 3 points. If we get 3 points, that's a mountain. That's a mountain we've climbed. Absolutely fantastic.
Fox, and you come, mate, because you're thinking, mate.
I would just play the exact same team apart from Alfredo and Jermaine Defoe. I think they played very well together, confident on the ball, movement was terrific. I don't see any reason to change it at all. As for the bench, I think the bench will show probably who's going to be here after Christmas and who's not.
There was a clue?
Well, I think it'll be shown on the bench, mate. There's a couple of players who have been hanging about the first team bench now, but I can see maybe a couple of them maybe departing in the January transfer window.
There was a further clue?
Well, I'm being honest, I think Andy Halliday, who's been in about the bench, I think Andy would be better going forward now to look for another club, get himself some game time, because his chances of playing at Ibrox now are getting slimmer by the month.
All right, I get what you're coming from. And rumoured today that Greg Docherty will be joining a championship club. His agents put it out there that there's a deal in the autumn, so you might know we might get a few quid. And Greg, if he does go, and it's as if he will go with everybody's best wishes. Box.
Agreed.
Bournemouth Bear. As I said, I think we've got to remember where we were and where we are now. And it's happened quicker than anybody thought in the last 18 months. And we just... we might have another bump in the road, but we've still got to keep our shoulder to the wheel.
It's been brilliant. And who would have thought would have been here? Who would have thought this radio station would all be arguing about who's playing and, you know what I mean? But I will go, Jimmy. I think that Davis will come in. Gerrard always goes with a wee bit more experience. I think Gerrard will go with Davis on Sunday. I really, really do. I think he'll go with Davis, and that's why I think he might just play on Thursday, just to get him up to speed for Sunday. I just think he'll go with a more experienced instead of going with Kamara today. He will bring in Morelos, but I definitely think he'll go with Davis.
JFK, I get some of your rationale, mate, about you've only seen dropping them, you're just saying using the squad, rest them as a game a couple of days later. I don't know if the manager's not shown us any inclination that he'll do that this season. Last season he done it, he chopped and changed, but in his interview today he mentioned injuries, knocks and suspensions. Remember all they said that after that caused a lot of the changes to the squad, so maybe he is doing different from what you said. It's consistency selections he's looking for.
I know I'm contradicting myself and I'm saying play a winning team all the time, but I'm thinking, that Stephen Davis for me is a no-brainer. For me, he's got to play at least the first half. And I think we've got the luxury of resting other players. I know what Rudy's saying, and Bridgman. The next game is a big game, but I still think we've got more than enough to deal with anybody at Ibrox, any team at Ibrox, and I think we've got the personnel to do that. I disagree a bit with what Fox said about the guys on the bench, or probably the guys that probably might not be there next season if that was the way I picked him up.
He said the guys that will only be on the bench.
Will only be on the bench. That's what I'm saying. I didn't pick him up right there. We've got I mean, Bridge says you could probably name 9 or 10 substitutes that we could probably put on that bench. That's how good a pool we've got now. So
Jimmy, can I ask you something? You follow Liverpool, don't you?
Yeah.
See, as far as Ojo's concerned, with Jordan Jones coming back, you send Ojo back down the road again in January.
I'll pay his bus fare.
Listen, if I was coming back for injury, I'd send Ojo back.
I'd pay his. I see. We think going on it too much of it. I mean, I'd seen him for a season and a half when he was playing with under 23s at Liverpool, and I thought it was a revelation. But I've eaten my words now. It's all come back to bite me, myself and Stardog. I think he found his level. When he came, he played no bad. But he's turned out to be a one-trick pony. For me, I'm desperate to see Jordan Jones make it at Ibrox. I think he's going to be a cracking player. I think Ojo's got to go. I mean, I've heard Bridgman say that he'd pay £1 million from. I disagree with that, but as I say, it's all about opinions. I think Jordan Jones can offer us a lot more than Ojo. So for me, he definitely. I mean, I know you're saying go to HR about dropping Kamara, but I certainly, if I'd rather get rid of Ojo for the team altogether. I don't think
you've redeemed yourself. You don't have to go for that appointment now.
The good union man with me.
I just think, Jimmy, with Jordan Jones getting back to fitness again, and you've got Greg Stewart there, who's literally done nothing wrong so far. Yeah. And I just think, for what I've seen of Ojo so far this season, we end up a wee bit superfluous, the requirements, for me. And he hasn't shown me anything that says he's going to be a Rangers player so far, and a wee bit like Barisic, maybe the boy would go on to prove us all wrong. I just can't see it, I'm afraid. And as I say, with the likes of Jordan Jones coming back, Greg Stewart sitting there trying to get on the bench, well, I don't know. I would rather see any of the two before I would see Ojo in the park to 50,
Yeah. Can I come in on that, Ox?
Where do you go?
I think that as far as Ojo is concerned, I think Ojo would be a fantastic player for Rangers. Only my feeling. And I said a few months ago, if we could, I would buy him for £1 million. That's a couple of months ago. Obviously, he's shown, isn't he, as great as I thought it would be, but I still think he's worth an investment. I'd hate to think that boy's going back, because if he ends up going back to Liverpool, he'll never get a game for Liverpool. Not the way he is. Kent was a far superior footballer. He showed a far superior footballer to Ojo, and I'm afraid Ojo hasn't moved as well as I thought he would have. I still think Rangers could invest in him and I think he'd be worth it. See, I think he'd be a great player for us.
I don't see it, Bridget.
I know everybody said that to me, but I just feel it's just a feeling I've got.
Bridgman, would you put him in your starting 11?
Yes, I would. Yeah, I think if you bring him into Rangers full time, absolutely. I think you'll see a different player, entirely.
You think he's a better player than Aribo? You think he's a better player than Kent?
I don't think I think Kent's turned out to be a fabulous player, and I think Aribo, much like Aribo as well, and Ojo isn't far behind them, and that's the God's honest truth.
Oh, I don't know.
Right. I'm just saying, it's just only my opinion.
That appointment's still there, Jimmy. That letter to Bridgman going right away.
It's only my thoughts, guys. That's all. Yeah. I think he'd be a great investment for Rangers. A great investment.
Just to let you know, Bridgman's failed the test. He won't be allowed back on the radio till next Friday. Poor Bear.
I just feel, I understand what Bridgman's saying. I remember I'm not Jimmy, I knew a bit about Ojo before he came. And I remember until we thought we were getting Ryan Kent back, Ojo was seen as an upgrade to Ryan Kent. And he's thought of that in Liverpool. Because you name him say, before he came here, he signed a 5-year deal at Liverpool before he came. So to me, that contract speaks volumes about what they think about the boy. Like, that's only my opinion, right? But he's come up here, and for me, he's missed a trick. He come up here to, learn under Gerrard. A guy knew, Gerrard knew him well, and he failed to shine. Look, you see in patches, wee bits of brilliance, but unfortunately, as I said before, our team in an attacking sense and the level they're playing at, there's no space. There's no space for him. He's not good enough. He's not better than anything we've got. And I'm like Jimmy with Jones. I think Jones is going to become a very important player for Glasgow Rangers, and he's ours. So I'd rather see him develop than Ojo. And in my opinion, Ojo's not good enough, so send him back.
If Jones can hit, I'll go to Rudy with this. If Jones can hit the Midtjylland form away from home, he was excellent that night. If he can hit that, he'll be pushing Aribo and Kent, which is fantastic.
100%.
But that's the form he has to, because he had a few quiet games to Jordan Jones. Plus, he's got the big thing. He's got to get the manager's trust again.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, we've had some great results without him. None more so than the other night. But you look at some of the European performances without him as well. We've done really well. I thought his performance that night against Midtjylland, I thought he was excellent that night, and I was really excited about him coming to the club because I thought this boy could step up another level with the coaching he's going to be getting. And I'm like Jimmy, I'm really excited about him coming back. I think with him on one side, and you'll get Ryan Kent on the other side, or Joe Aribo, whoever it happens to be. My preference just now would probably be him and Kent. Two flying machines going at the fullbacks, and sort of running defenders ragged up and down the wings. I think would be great to watch. But
Rudy, I think we might get a wee bit extra to Joe now after the red card against him. He's got a wee bit to make up for Gerrard, and I think we might get that wee bit extra out of him now because he's got a wee bit to prove, just to say, I made a mistake, and he's going to come out and get that wee bit extra now.
And that's the point Oxchair's making. He's got to show the manager that when he gets back in the team now, he's got to show the manager,
he can be trusted.
You can trust me, boss. You know what I mean, Gaffer? You can trust me. I'm up for this. You know what I mean? For now to the end of the season. And there's no doubt, he'll be a complete add to our squad. He'll be on the bench if he's not in the first team most weeks. And he's a great player. In my mind, he's a great player to be able to bring off the bench. Last 30 minutes of a game, you're looking for a goal. Last 30 minutes of a game, you bring him on, he's got pace, he knows where the goal is, your defenders are looking at him coming on and thinking, oh my God, I've got...
What does that mean for the boy Barker?
Barker hasn't exactly... He's not set the header light for me yet, Ox. And when I saw him at Hibs, Barker, I thought he was a really good young player at Hibs, so I thought pace and everything, I just think he's... Maybe not so much. He's not a Rangers player for me, Ox, I'm sorry to say.
Alone?
Do you think that was a Mark Allen signing?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what they're thinking.
Mark Allen was at Man City, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Was that a Mark Allen signing and not a Gerrard signing?
There's a possibility, Bournemouth, yeah.
If you had a choice, guys, I mean, I know, Barker and that, but you maybe want the two of them to go. But if you had a choice, Barker or Ojo, who would you keep and develop?
Barker, he's Marine.
Barker, he's yours, Jimmy.
That's a no-brainer, isn't it? I mean, I know what Bridgie's saying about £1 million. But if you're going to take a chance on somebody, you've got to take a chance on the guy that you bought.
The trouble with Bridge, he throws that, because £1 million not a lot of money to him, he throws that boot.
To messaging service. The person you are calling.
A couple of the guys are saying in the lobby
that. Let me cut across you, Jimmy, because Tim's getting on. I think, he's disappeared, or just a caller coming in there. Carry on, mate.
A couple of guys in the lobby are saying they get shot at Barker and that. I would disagree with it. I'd have a run with Barker for next season and see how he goes and give him a chance.
There's something to work. There's something to work with, Jimmy, isn't there?
I think so. I think
there's something to work with.
I mean, I can see where Bridges coming for, you know, and as I say, I was bumping my gums about Ojo and that's felt its earth, as they say. I've eaten my words. I just think that I wouldn't pay tuppence for him, never mind £1 million, but I would keep Barker and I'd have a go and see if he's worth staying at Ibrox. We bought him, bring him in, let's see what he can do. If we maybe need to put him out in loan next season, I don't know, but I'd rather try Barker than Ojo. He's one of ours. We bought him, he's yours. Let's see how we can nurture him and play. I think there's a wee player in there. I definitely do. I think Barker's a decent player.
Right now, Jimmy, I don't think any Rangers supporters can, you know, sort of diss any Gerrards or Mark Allen side, however they may be, because we've got to remember some of the form, like Revo dipped him and Barisic went after the boil, and we were all shouting for these players to get, you know, Lutheran, Alfredo, get him to, you know, under the management and tutelage of Steven Gerrard, his man management was speaking to him, obviously, you know, and getting in their heads and getting them, making them winners, you know, in the head, and obviously he's coaching. He's turned players around, so we know our manager can turn players around the 10.
All right, can I just cut across your point, Bill? I've been joined by George for UK, mate. Evening, George, mate.
All right, lads. I'm sorry, I missed the show. I've just come in the door there, and I just had to phone up.
You don't need to phone in. Just a note for your mom will be suffice.
That's the hard. I mean, here. I just want to say, man, don't worry about Kelly. We'll give him a tanning Sunday. Boxing Day, right? And I just want to congratulate you all. I hope he's a fantastic Christmas, man. All the best, man, boys.
Cheers, George.
Same
to you, mate. Same to you.
Cheers, George. All the best, mate. All the best.
Take care, man. Have a cracker.
Cheers, George.
All right, take care. Bye.
Cheers. What a man.
Right, Ox, I'm going to shoot off an Ox. I've got work early in the morning, so all you boys have a good Christmas, all right, and I'll speak to you when you're back on, Ox.
Oh, that's a good point, mate. We'll not be back on to next Friday because obviously we've got Christmas Day Wednesday, the game on Thursday. Everybody's at the game, so we can't have a show before or after, and then so we'll be on Friday, usual time, 9 and 11, celebrating Christmas, 3 points against Kilmarnock, and building up to the game on the Sunday.
Right, okay, boys. Right, Ox, Jimmy, Rudy, everybody, Port, you have a good Christmas, boys, all right, and I'll speak to you later.
Cheers, Bournemouth.
Cheers,
Merry Christmas to you, pal. Merry Christmas, son.
Yeah, boys.
We don't usually have shout-outs anymore, but because it's Christmas, Rudy Bear.
Oh, I'm going to give you a shout out to my grandkids, Ox. I went and seen the 4 of them today, and I had
Never thought you were old enough for grandkids, Rudy.
I had a smashing time with them. I really did. You know, did a bit of present opening, and they were all so excited about what's coming up in the next couple of days. And so I'm just my wee grandkids. I had such a fantastic afternoon. Me and Mrs. Rudy, you know, great.
Can you hang on after the show? I know Fox wants to have a word with you, mate. Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Port Bear.
Aye, just again, Ox, a good thank you to all yourselves for bringing me into part of your amazing team. And a wee shout out to all my kids, my wife. Have a good Christmas, everybody in the lobby.
Well, listen, the show finishes at 11 o'clock. JFK, don't go shouting all your kids, mate. You can't do it, mate. There's too many.
I can just like to wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas and that, and obviously my wife, my 2 boys, and my family, and just don't drink too much because I know I certainly will. But especially all you guys out there in Rangers Radio in the lobby, just enjoy yourselves and remember Santa is real. Okay,
yes,
Santa is real.
Fox, any words of wisdom for Fox before we go, mate? People like to hear from Fox.
Just a Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you have a nice visit for your mum down south.
Here. Cheers,
hope
mate.
She enjoys herself.
Oh, I'm sure she will. Listen, mate, all the best to you, and hope you have a good day, Christmas Day, with your usual cronies, mate.
Will do. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, there's only one man to end the show. Bridgeman.
Oh, what can I say? You know, It's been another marvellous night, but you know, I'm so looking forward to it. So looking forward to the game. Only a couple of sleeps and we'll be very happy. Very, very happy. Can I just say to everybody, all the Rangers fans all over the world, in particular Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, a massive Merry Christmas to every single one of you, and a big New Year if it comes if we don't hear from you. Everybody enjoy yourself. But to all the Rangers fans, please keep it going for the Rangers. Massive game coming up. We need yous. Keep it going for the Rangers because the Rangers really need us for Christmas.
Yeah. Can I thank everybody on the panel tonight, all the phone calls, but a special thanks to the technical team, Fox, Old School Blue, and young Bethany in the background who does the technicals for us sometimes, who without they three people we wouldn't have a show. Thanks to everybody for listening to Rangers Radio. Hope everybody has a Merry, Merry Christmas and gets everything they want, especially the kids. Take it away, Fox.
We are the Rangers FC. We are the people, you better believe. We are together, we're doing the bouncy all over the world. We had our troubles, but now they are gone. They tried to kill us, but the Bears we stood strong. We are together, doing the bouncy all over the world. Lucia Vibrox for Lancer 3. We follow, and God save the Queen. You'll hear us singing, doing the bouncy all over the world. In Barcelona in 72, we beat the Russians, but 3-2. Still celebrating, doing the bouncy all over the world. Glasgow Rangers are back where we belong. Lucia Vibrox, and we're still going strong. We wear our colours, the red, white and blue. We wear them proudly like blue noses do. We are together, doing the bouncy all over the world. The pride of Scotland, but that's nothing new. The pride of Glasgow, and Glasgow is blue. We are together, doing the bouncy all over the world. To be a blue nose, it fills us with pride. We are united, we'll never divide. We are together, doing the bouncy all over the world. Doing the bouncy all over the world. Doing the bouncy all over the world.